So in this video, we're going to be talking about Cardano and how it being a version 3 protocol, peer-reviewed and academic vigor, all these things supporting it. And of course, the recent tweet with Charles Hoskinson throwing his weight around essentially. Fake stake is got nothing on Cardano. And then of course, this interesting article right here by AMB Crypto. And this is a really important tweet, I think. And it encapsulates a really big point that has been all over cryptocurrency, on tip of everybody's tongue. Fake stake is something that's definitely got a hold on the. It's damaged the community in ways that we can't even measure. And the fact that Cardano is developed in such a way. All the POS v3. So this article goes on to say implemented systems work on the principle of replacing hashing power with stake for electing a slot leader. According to Philip, all the vulnerabilities have cropped up due to modifications on an existing protocol, which is not the case of Cardano ADA, since it has been developed from a whole new foundation of our Boros. And this is also something that I think we need to come to bring to our attention. It's making waves all across the cryptocurrency space, and why shouldn't it? I think that this is definitely something that's worthy of our attention, and it's also something that's going to prove to have a really substantial Cardano going all the way as far as actual preparation and what it's going to take to hold up to right now, with the market cap where it is at 114 billion, just imagine the amount of fake stake attacks that we're going to be seeing in the future when cryptocurrency's a $1 trillion space. It's going to be incredible. So it's actually good that we're seeing, basically the cryptocurrency space getting tested right now, just for the betterment of the entire cryptocurrency space. When we're talking about mass adoption, the fact that Cardano is actually positioned itself thus far, in respectively, when we want to talk about all these different variables, in terms of what the establishment actually looks for in a cryptocurrency. Now, this is why when we talk about the first generation of cryptocurrency was essentially Bitcoin, which has its place because it established itself as a household name in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and essentially it's not going anywhere because first to the pie, honestly gets the prize. But essentially what we're witnessing, in particular, this is, not to be, shitting on Ethereum, because I think Ethereum definitely has its place, to give Ethereum credit. There are plenty of things that still, have been built on the Ethereum network, and we still, we have the Ethereum platform, which does definitely have, an interesting place. But, when we really want to talk about smart contracts and the next generation of what cryptocurrency has to offer, Cardano really does seem to have its ducks in a row. We've given Cardano plenty of praise on this channel, and it's earned a lot of it. There's a reason why we call it King Cardano around here, and I'll basically take anybody who wants to argue differently, and basically cite certain things. The fact that Cardano and mass adoption and all these different things, so this article continues to go on. It's hard to have nothing on nothing. If Cardano actually had staking available, then you could say that, but since you don't, you've got nothing on nothing, and they've got nothing, so you're both kinds of nothing. So obviously, and that was of course in a response to Cardano being able to live up to the hype. Not only does Cardano have a fundamentally different foundation, but that foundation is the result of multiple peer-reviewed academic papers, and an unprecedented collaboration between researchers and developers. This is where I think that Cardano's scientific approach to the space is actually going to come in handy. It's unprecedented to see a cryptocurrency that actually has this sort of applicability And I think that it's really going to pay off in terms of reputation. But of course, I mean, only time will tell, when it comes to these sort of things. But of course, I'm glad to see Charles Hoskinson jumping on board. I mean, with this sort of thing and bringing these sort of things to our attention. Cardano is secured against fake stake attacks. Peer-reviewed design means Ouroboros is free from flaws affecting many proof-of-stake blockchains. And of course, this is a fundamental problem that's facing the cryptocurrency space and in the world of blockchain. To quote this article, ADA is not among the 23 current cryptocurrencies identified by U.S. researchers last week as being vulnerable to fake stake attacks. The Cardano blockchain underlying ADA is based on proof of stake POS, but its Ouroboros protocol uses no Bitcoin code and not affected by a POS v3 problem. This is not just good luck, but consequence of the thorough, formally verified approach taken during Cardano's development. This is something that's definitely really interesting. It's one of the things, obviously, Cardano is taking forever, to get on board. We're looking forward to Shelley and all these different things, but obviously, it's going to pay off that Cardano has managed to basically get all of its ducks in a row before taking off. One of the key problems that a lot of cryptos run into is that they're too quick to jump into bed, and then essentially things don't turn out, as far as, so Cardano not susceptible to fake stake attacks, unlike 26 others. IOHK states Cardano is secure against fake stake attacks affecting proof of stake, and of course researchers find exploit in 23 proof of stake coins, Cardano unaffected. And of course, this is all sort of going into the point that we're trying to illustrate here. When we want to talk about where Cardano is actually headed, I think that it's important if some crypto is going to pass all of the progress that Cardano has made up until this point, they're going to need to be able to make all those check marks off when it comes to all these different things. On this list, we've got some interesting points made, but the vulnerability dubbed fake stake allows a malicious actor to cache a network node running POS without having a majority stake, hence the name. The researchers made the 26 affected cryptocurrencies aware of the protocol exploit, producing the list below, detailing both which cryptocurrencies are exploitable and whether or not they had the ability to fix the issue. The exploit lies within those cryptocurrencies running proof of stake version 3. The consensus model is based on Bitcoin's UTXO model, essentially copying a proof of work concept and reworking it for POS, something which evidently caused exploits, and why wouldn't it? So essentially fake stake attacks work because POS v3 implementations do not adequately validate network data before committing precious to summarize, we're looking at pretty much a divide now. People are starting to really evaluate cryptocurrencies, as they should. I think that this is definitely a sobering look, and if you can't stand up to the criticism, then I guess it's nice to see Charles Hoskinson giving its cryptocurrency that sort of thing. He's a really interesting person. I'm definitely interested in seeing where Shelley, the next developments of Cardano, and overall, we're looking at the cryptocurrency space right now. It's interesting to see we've got XRP sort of doing its thing now. Of course, the market cap being where it is. Obviously, kingdoms rise and fall in the cryptocurrency space on a day-to-day basis, but of course, Bitcoin dominance being at 53.4%. The value of Bitcoin pretty much has been staying the same, even though we've been seeing billions getting knocked knocked off the market cap. Bitcoin generally unaffected price-wise, but of course that's all subject to possible changes as the time comes forward. I mean, whether or not we're still going to remain in this bear market or not, it's still a lot to say. I mean, crypto winter, the longest bear market recorded in the history of Bitcoin. The first ever hype of Bitcoin being in 2011, 2014 bear market, crypto winter 2018. And I think people are going to look back on the current market. I mean, obviously, when we were seeing, the dynamics of the situation, I mean, it makes sense that there would be, I mean, after a crash like this, it would make sense that we'd go through a period like what we're in, right now. I mean, a period of disbelief. I like this. I'm an idiot. Whose, fault is this, and all these different things, denial, panic, anxiety, pretty much the multiple stages of dealing with all, optimism, thrill. But I think it's going to take a little while for the space to mature. I mean, obviously, I think that this was necessary to get a lot of those bad actors, crappy ICOs, and all these different things. And now we're sort of in the age where people are really evaluating, looking in between the lines. And I think that Cardano stands to benefit, because they're actually getting, their ducks in a row, before they hatch, which is definitely something that a lot of cryptos out there can't say the same for. And certainly, we'll see a lot of the more crappy altcoins getting smited off the map respectively, as the space continues to grow. But I'd say Cardano is definitely a crypto that stands to really hold up against the test of time. But that's just my own personal opinion. Obviously, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Now, if you guys are interested, you guys can connect with us on Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber, of course. Happy to respond to any questions, try to read your guys' comments as much as possible. Pretty much read every single comment, so even if I don't respond to it directly, I did read it. But yeah, all that being said, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel for a video every single day on the cryptocurrencies you know and love. Obviously, remember, I'm not your dad, so this video is not advice. If you want advice, go ask your own father. I'm just merely providing my own opinion, and of course, my opinion on Cardano. I think Cardano is doing well by the standard that they set for themselves. I like the team. I'm interested in seeing where these things are going to go, and I'm going to continue to make videos that build upon the knowledge base that we have. And I'm happy to be seeing this community has been growing so quickly. And all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.